And so here we are, guys. Just uploading number 17 here, and it's number 18. So you've done your 2 rinses. Here's your kettle. You don't want to go straight into your brewing. If you can, you want to reboil your water between the 2 rinses and the brew because it takes time. So with one of these kettles, it's really obvious that the water is under temp because if you hit boil and it does boil, it means that it was at least at 200 if it's going to listen to you and boil the water. And that is not good anymore. By the time you are trying to brew your first brew, you want to be back at 212 Fahrenheit, which is boiling water. For most heavily fermented Pu-erh teas, this is true. Some lighter ferments can take something under boil, but we won't talk about that. So here we are. Here's the water. We're making a nice little portion. So I'm about 3/4 of the Pyrex. And the nature of well-steeped, of well-rinsed ripe Pu-erh is generally that it does not take long to brew. But the more water, the longer, generally, unless you have really a shitload of leaves. So I didn't weigh this, but this is probably about 10 to 15 grams, something like that. And so intuitively, typically ripe Pu-erh flash brews, so like straight away. But this is maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that. And so we'll just really fast. See, this is the shit you shouldn't do. Because I've waited about as long as I want to wait, but then I say, oh, but I don't have my strainer here. That's not great. So then it takes the extra time that it takes you to get your strainer. If this was a different kind of tea, like say oolong tea, that would be horrible. And it would bitter, probably, in the amount of time that it takes you to get your strainer, which is fucked. You should always have your tools on your station. Now, when you're pouring from the brewing vessel into the decanting vessel, you can see that nice Pu-erh that is looser comes out into the strainer. This shit, you get the water out and you pop it back. But you can see that when you pop it back, there is some other less nice material that sticks in the strainer, and this you want to rinse. Or you can keep in the strainer. It won't prevent it from draining. So whatever you want to do. But that stuff is just, that's why it's nice to do this by the sink.